Ooh la la.
Good afternoon, everyone. Captain Lane speaking, and wishing you a safe travels to your crypto destination. For those of you traveling with mice, please securely position your cursor over the light button below and right-click with your favorite finger. For those with touchscreen devices, we ask that you gently press the
Greetings to the crypto community. We are pseudo-anonymous. We are here to smash that like button. We believe this content needs to reach more people like you. We are watching. We are listening. Most importantly, we are liking and subscribing. We are pseudo-anonymous. Expect us.
Hey, Kimmy, baby, I had a book over here in this drawer. You seen it?
You mean a little black book? Oh, honey, I cleaned out those drawers in that whole room and made a big donation to Goodwill. But don't worry, we can get you another one.
Oh, hell no. You're never going to believe what happened to me today at the Goodwill. I found a book of seed phrases, honey. I can get those hair transplants now. Oh.
Go best friend. That's my best friend. Go best friend. That's my best friend. That's my best friend. Go best friend. That's my best friend. Go best friend. That's my best friend. That's my best friend.
Well, it's looking kind of rough out there today for the bulls. The bears are threatening to take the prices lower here on the 1 second chart. But I think they've got a game plan to turn things around right here, right now. All we can do is just sit here on our hands and wait. Are they coming around? Oh, looks like we've got a little bottom action forming here. Turn your heads, children. You don't want to see this late at night. It can get nasty here. This could be a little cheeky here on the double bottom, or are they going to plummet it down lower? There always is that play. The Bears could get it. The Bulls could fumble it. This got your chance right now. Yo, no! Oh, the Bulls took a hit there. Oh, they recovered just a little bit. Can they make it up there? See them heading up toward that 100 moving average up here at $43,031. Are they going to make it? Up. Are we? Oh. That's a little bit of disappointment. Oh, nope. Oh, check it out. Ooh, yeah. Well, that's a little premature to call it a touchdown, Bob. You get a little excited there, did you? Ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready to get started here. Welcome everyone to Late Night Crypto Charts, where I'm just shaking up the mood altogether. You don't know whether to be excited or to mellow out. I'm all over the place. Right now, I'm sitting here on the 1 second chart, trying to watch this little bottom, hopefully form here. Maybe they'll get a rise up. I don't know. I just saws it and I caused it. Is it going to play out? I guess we will see, but I'm not going to sit around and hang out and watch. We'll find out in a minute. Let's move on to bigger, better things. Welcome everyone to Late Night Crypto Charts with the Road Dogg. My name is Lane, and I am your guide today as we take a look at the crypto market as we're pushing into the weekend. Tomorrow being Friday, and what do they love to do on these weekends? They like to test us. They want to see what the weekend trading action is like. Is it getting strong? Will it hold? Are they going to fall back a little bit? How strong is that retail out there, so I know how heavy I need to dump on them Monday morning? I'm just saying. You sound awful bearish, Road Dogg. Not bearish, but I'm very cautious because they love to put us in these situations on the weekend. And my, we're still freaking here at that area where it could just be really, really good or just really, really bad. And I, for one, get really, really sick of going through that every freaking week. By all manners of technical analysis, when you encounter a situation like this and come up to that line to retest it, typically reject it. Typically. That's what we should normally expect. There are signs that are pointing that, yeah, that can happen. There's also some signs pointing, I'm going to fool you. I'm going to break back into this pattern. I'm going to get bullish, and I'm going to take us up to 40, maybe into $52,000, making this a nice little bear trap, giving us a huge move that I would expect to even break out of this pattern. Should that happen, that's extremely bullish. It falls right in line with what I'm watching overall with my rising wedge breakout and this being a retest. Didn't quite really make it down to where it needed to, so could it still be on its way down? Yeah, it can, and I'm kind of looking for that too. So I'm just as confused as you guys are about what's going to happen. There's only a couple things you can do in these situations, man. You have to have a plan A or a plan B. I think my 1 second chart has got me all kind of flustered here, or whatever this is. Here on the daily chart, all these little numbers aren't working for me. So here's the cool thing. We're above the 9 moving average on the daily. If you're above the 9, everything's typically fine. And no need to really worry until you break below it. I mean, that's a great rule to live by here. So technically, we're kind of bullish right now. Like you said, I said plan A or plan B. And she might have caught some of us with the little fake out she had with this wick coming up the other day. Remember that? Yeah. That's what we want to be cautious about. But, you know, I got to say, you know, getting rejected here, even the 4 hour starting to look up. Not out of the woods yet, though. Got the 100 moving average under here. Holding us down, man. You're kind of baggage for us right now. You and that 50. But they're trying. They're trying to get their heads above the water here, above that 200 moving average. Which for some reason, I'm having a hard time seeing. Riding you up just a little bit, sunshine. You very important. You is smart. You is beautiful. You is important. We want to stay above you. If we are above the 200 moving average, especially on a 4 hour, hey man, we're bullish. Maybe temporary, but hey, we're bullish. Whether we stay here or not, that's the question. We got kind of an interesting thing happening right here. This trend line. Rising wedge, which they typically break to the downside 60% of the time, 40% chance to break to the upside, which if it does, man, it will go freaking wild. Yeah. Ooh. How else can you look at this? Some people are seeing the inverted head and shoulders. We started looking at like the upside down octopus. Hey, do you guys think that octopuses are aliens? I heard a surprising argument that, didn't expect that, but now that you said that, they do look kind of freaky. Uncannily smart. Anyway, I digress. Squirrel! Look at this. That's what I'm looking for. If I'm going to do like a head and shoulders pattern, I need a solid neckline. What does that mean? Means I don't think just 3 humps make a inverted head and shoulders. You got to be able to see where the head is. Gotta be able to tell where the shoulder is. Shoulder's got to go to here. Then he gets a big old thick neck. Big old thick neck. And then he comes back to a wee little shoulder, which has not confirmed. But once it does, if price gets up here about $43,600, $700, we're coming back to the areas that we just were, and we got breaking out above it. That thumple. Then this little guy starts to rule, and he starts to look pretty awesome. And he suggests that we might get up here to this little measure move area, 48,430. He's a cute little guy. I want to believe in him. He's just still got to prove himself to me, but things are pointing here on the 4 hour, man. We may be looking at that. So you can look at this several different ways. Inverted head and shoulder. Biggest thing I'm looking at is the main pattern. Either way, if this plays out and breaks us back in here, it's going to be a nice move up, a strong move up. Now, what that might do to your altcoins may make you a little sad, because normally that would probably mean that Bitcoin dominance over here is going to also take off to the upside. Let's come hither to the 4 hour and see how it looks. See, it just keeps wanting to go. But our altcoins over here, it's a good sign that we've not lost more ground after losing this trend line. That's bullish. And oh, look, there's a head and shoulders. We're killing it. We're going to die. Well, no, this shoulder is bigger than that shoulder. So, you know, I look for something else when that happens. We are kind of making a flag. And if we start looking into Elliott wave and everything, you know, I think we can count 5 waves up ABC correction. And then we start another. And what that basically means is that from where we're starting here, this would be a new wave 1. Or possibly, and now it's getting a little hopeful. Let's just play it. She's still got one more big move up. We'll leave it at that right now. And then that could turn into something bigger. don't want to get too ahead of ourselves, but right now in the 4 hour, what are we looking at? We're gonna Humpty, but I don't see a neckline, so maybe there, but it failed. So you can't count on that pattern. Best thing to do is draw a trend line, see where you're coming out to, and we're below it. Probably going to retest it, M pattern, and then maybe down. So doesn't have to, but I mean we're ranging. Basically, I'm going to say we're ranging in our altcoins. So they're not very exciting at the moment, but there could be some good deals on ones that you know, a few weeks ago that you were like, dang, I wanted that one so bad and I missed it. This might be your chance. Might have an opportunity around here to sort out your winners and losers. That's what I've been attempting to do because, you know, my DGen bags or my DGen accounts have just went, clearly he got out when I was asleep and went on a buying spree, and I need to thin that out. So merry evening, everyone. How's everybody doing tonight? We got Strega in the house tonight. We got the obligatory ads there in the chat tonight. And we got Dave P. How's it going, Dave? Dave says, Long's red. Hecklefish is an alien. Hey, man. You watch that? I like that. I love that show, man. I think it's the Wi-Files, man. I got hooked on that. Actually, I was watching them tonight. I like the Wi-Files. They be cool. Had to get used to Hecklefish, though. He kind of grows on you. He's annoying at first, but then he kind of grows on you. All right, so Bitcoin. If you press Alt and I, oh no, don't change my face. That'll change my face. Flips the charts upside down on TradingView, and it should be on your exchange software. When you go to your exchanges and all that, most of them use TradingView anyway, so you get the advantage of the TradingView features over there. So you don't necessarily have to have TradingView, but it's a good thing. If you do, if you're real serious about it, get a free account. Have a link down below if you'll open a free account, and if you ever do decide to upgrade for any reason, it could help the channel out. Just saying, that's one way to show a little love our way, even if you don't even want to use it right now. It's 2 years down the road. You're tickling my nose and it's driving me crazy. Stop it. Not you. Unless you were trying. If you were trying with that little woo-woo magic stuff or whatever, yeah, it worked. Itchy. All right, let's invert this chart again so I don't forget. It's not inverting. Why is it not inverting? Yeah, I got a rewind button, baby. Yeah, take that. Hey, I got some altcoins we can look at. Hey, we got to take a look at Pith. I was looking at that earlier today. PYTH. I put it out into over in our Telegram group over here. Oh, my nose is still itching. I put that out. I was going to mention something tonight. Yeah. Big Unix has got this, no, Tangem, I'm sorry. I was going to mention this about the Tangem wallet. Tangem, I don't know if you know this, but I like Tangem wallets, and you can also get a discount, and this is not just to shield that and everything, but you do, dog, it's an easy one to remember. But they've got this, you can use a swap on the app now. They have their own swaps and things right now. And I think until February 5th, I have to check the details. And I meant to have it where I could easily bring it up, but I told them I would mention that there's no fees on this swap thing. So Tangem is making it really cool, where not only do you have a really secure place to store your crypto, but with the app you know it's easy to use DeFi, Pancake Swap or Uniswap or whatever that you want to connect to and do all the stuff that you want to transact there, and you can do it securely.
But you can also, even more securely, just use the swap feature on the app. And so I don't have the details about all that to readily bring up on the screen, but kind of a cool feature there. I don't know if they would... might have it right here. It says they're redefining the wallet experience by delivering top-level security, simplicity, and accessibility. Oh, here it is. Swap with a 0% service fee with Changely. They're using Changely on February... Oh, okay. 14th through 24th February. Get your Tangem. That's what it said. Then it brings you over here, and if you put TOG in, it saves you 10%. And I'm just, you know, just in case you ever find yourself there and say, man, what was that discount code? TOG! Arrgh! Hey, we got True Daredevil in the house. How's it going? It's Remy No Limit. And got Sam over here. How's it going, Sam? Welcome to the fam club. All right. Cool. All right, so before time slips away from me like it often does, it's what, just 11:16. We're still doing good. All right, let's get into altcoins maybe. So Pith is what we're going to check out because she looks really amazing on the weekly and daily charts. And I'm going to pull it up. You guys can judge for yourself. It's about time, man. Ooh. I nibbled a little too early, a little too much too early. So I've been trying to pull my DCA my cost down in that. She is doing some cool stuff. Let's bring her up. Let me go ahead and clear this stuff out. Where? Okay. Let's swing out to the bigger time frames. We got Pith. I need a bigger chart than this. The chart I saw had more information. And the weekly was flipping on the MACD. Where can we go, baby? TradingView, do you have one? Binance Perpetual. They're slow about it, aren't they? I would have figured Mexi would have a better chart to go by. Here we go. Pith Network. Well, that doesn't give me very much. All right, let's come down. Stochastics are up there. 3-day, getting ready to have the 9 cross the 21. That's cool. That's bullish. We're right above the 9 on the daily. We're definitely in good territory here. And I know it's like at this point, it feels like you're kind of buying the tops. No, I'm not saying to buy, but we'll see if the argument that I saw earlier will hold up as I try to do it here on the stream. Maybe I got too excited and looked at something wrong. I don't know. Let me prove myself. Don't just take my word for it. Bar replay isn't available for this chart type. Okay. Was I asking? Come here, MACD. You were the big convincer that I had, and that's strong on the daily, but yeah, that's as far as we can go is the daily when we show up here. 12-hour looks ready. Man, this is vicious. You see how that just pops up, those angles? Like, yeah, I mean, she is looking ready to rock on these indicators, and she has been rocking. She's not ready to slow down anytime, so let's take a closer look. So I want to watch here carefully. About 56.5 cents. Might get rejected there, just like Bitcoin might be getting rejected where we are at a 618. Just keep it in your head. We priced above it. Cool. We get rejected. Here's the deal, yo. With this coin and Bitcoin, all right, if we get rejected there, we got to come down here and pull a new fib. Swing low to that swing high. And then we got to start looking at the possibility of maybe coming down to this 618, which on Pith would be 36 cents. On Bitcoin, it'd be whatever. we don't want a big drop in Bitcoin like that, but it's possible. And it's possible for Pith too. But right now, it's also possible for it to get up to 56.5 cents there. Let's keep an eye on Pith. I saw some very, very, very bullish signs earlier, but I own my phone and I thought, man, I got to mark this one down to go over on the stream. But I'm not seeing the, like I say, you better jump in now or else. On the weekly, from what I saw, it looked like it, but I'm not seeing the same I'm not seeing the chart history here to go by that. That makes sense? So I'm not throwing it out there if I can't validate it. But if she starts breaking out of these rising channels, man, that's a sign to look for. All right, so if you're trying to get into Pith, let's look at the bottom of the trend line here. Maybe you'll touch back down at 42 cents again. You also have this, this doubtful though. If she's strong, if she's really trying to do something, she won't go below this line right here, about 44.3. That's where we're flipping the support area. You can also see that as a, ascending triangle. Take a measure move from that, just from here to there. Put that there. Where could that take us? It's right above our 618 rejection area. Let's go ahead and mark this one as a measure move. So Pith definitely looks like she's doing something, and if you've been stuck in her like I have, then hopefully things are starting to look up a little bit. Hopefully we can get at least a higher high in, and then see what we can do. Now, where do I think Pith could probably go? Where I think the next worthy place to look at taking profits is, well, I'm not just kind of short-term trading. I'm trying to moonbag this little guy, so I'm actually looking up here at these areas. About 93 cents. Then I can pull my investment out, let that baby ride, wait for another big red candle day or red candle week, a big pullback, another big correction, and try, if I want to, try to do another moonbag it through the same process, throw it in the bag, and just keep collecting, reusing that capital. I don't know why people don't talk about that more. We're too busy trying to grow these leveraged accounts with 33x perpetual futures up to $1,000 and $5,000 and $10,000, and we forget the little simple basics that really pay off in the end. Speaking of plethora of truth, I have not been given this attention that it deserves for the $100 to $10,000 challenge. There's a reason that you don't see these very often. It's because they take a long time and that's very boring. Even if you want to try to speed it up with leverage, which then it kind of go against the facts that you say you can really make money with even $100. It's a lot easier if you have more. If you have about 1,000, it gets a lot easier. But you can do it because I proved it on my other account where I took 100 to 1,000 and very proudly lost half of that. So I'm still up 5x, so I'm cool. It's an uppy downy game, uppy downy. So I'm just over here, trying to turn a little something into something more, but not trying to go too hard because we don't know what's going on with Bitcoin right now. Tomorrow's Friday, y'all. Tomorrow's Friday. That means Saturday and then Sunday. Have you heard them talking about CME gaps? The CME gaps. See, the big boys trade over, 5 days a week. They take the weekends off. And here we are, stuck at 43.3 over here on micro Bitcoin futures, which, it will stop on Friday and then it will resume on Sunday about 5 p.m. my time. And if price happens to go crazy and come up here like this, and then they open here, we create this little gap. Well, the big money does not like gaps because that means, hey man, my order didn't get filled. You didn't. You cheated me. Really, you didn't, but nobody didn't, but they didn't get their bargains or whatever. I don't know how that. The price will sometime, hopefully sooner than later, come back and refill that gap, close that area. This is all this market maker. This is what your freaking futures and all this stuff brings to the table, is all this silliness. But we've been doing this for a while in Bitcoin. But it affects your altcoins too. So hopefully we'll just go sideways over the weekend. Not create a lot of noise, not make a whole lot of waves. And then maybe that will help our altcoins because Bitcoin goes sideways and Bitcoin dominance just kind of chills out and hopefully comes down. Our altcoins can get a little bit of a pump, and we need that pump in our altcoins, in my personal opinion. DP says, where's the fan club button? I have no idea. I would say it's down below the screen. Somewhere close to that like button. Sam says, got to hit the join button, Dave. Okay, cool. Yeah, I appreciate that, guys. I need my soul phone. You got a soul phone? I'd like to find out how they perform, how they do and everything. Man, I've been looking over the Helium mobile network app. Have you guys heard about this? If you're around the Heliums, the hotspots and things like that, it uses them. But if you're not, I think somehow they use T-Mobile. Now, I'm not for sure. I was thinking they were just test marketing this in Miami, but it's starting to sound like you can use it anyway. I don't know. I mean, people are using it that aren't necessarily in Miami. So I don't know, but and they're actually making money off of that. They're getting the phone for free. They're making more than $20 a month with rewards and stuff. I don't know. Something interesting. But I'm curious to see if somebody's using that, how it works. That's the only reason I haven't, because I went through the app and it's got to the section where you can transfer your phone number over, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not. Sorry, we just met. I'm not ready to jump in that. I'm not ready to make that kind of commitment just yet. Why don't we just kind of find out a little bit more about each other first? Do you have any diseases that will, what? All right, so Pith is looking kind of interesting to me. Link has been doing pretty well. I should say at $18. Go Link. Yeah. I did something a little while back while Link was up. I took a little bit and put it into Pith, and then Pith started pithing around and being all pithy and not doing very much, and it kind of did not back. Daddy was not happy with Pith. Pith has still got to earn Daddy's good graces right now. So that's where I stand with Pith. Nice what I'm seeing here. We just got out of our accumulation for this leg up that we've been down from November 2021. Yeah, baby, flip that horizontal support there. Resistance into support. Now we're trying to get past this 382 Fibonacci area. That would have been your next target on this. If you're past this is the next stop. There's the next stop. Fibs are so easy to use in your trading things, man. If you're not using a Fibonacci, and they're not that hard. Once you get a few little basics down, it's bad. So we want to see where price is going up. So we need to go back to the last high, the swing high, and pull our fib. Click it there, pull it down to the swing low, and it'll lay it out from a 0% up to a 100% and beyond if you put some extra little things and tweak the settings a little bit. It's just like a ladder. Price will go up against these now, and these will be very key areas. It makes some great little target areas, man. I'm telling you, that's why I pick them. That's why I like this little guy right here. Keep it simple. Keep it effective. Keep it with something that works every, can't say every time. Dang near every time. Fibs work out, baby. Fibs don't lie. Just like Shakira.
Oh, baby, no, we got that.
Yeah, don't do it, Road Dog. Don't do it. Don't do it. So we got a little accumulation event going on right above the 236 moving average on the link, meaning it's pretty much up from here, guys. I'm saying the 382 fib, we're breaking above that. We're headed up $25 next. You can also use our patterns. Several different ways you can look at that. Just the accumulation channel. Go down to the wick here, you get more of a broadening pattern, which gives it a higher chance to even break to the upside. You could go with one of these crazy moves, play it as a flag at the breakout. Kind of gets us up here in betwixt. He said betwixt. In betwixt these two lines. Where does it get us? About $28.90 there. That's pretty cool. You'd have to be a breakout trader to take advantage of that move right there. That would be a nice 62% move for that. Now, personally, if you just wanted to play this little pattern, swing high to swing low right there, put that to the top of the breakout. It's not quite up here to our 618, but you might as well go ahead and rock with that 618, maybe, because she's more likely headed there to 25.65. If you want to be real ballsy, take this fib trend extension, swing high, swing low, come back down to the, swing low, swing high. This is the three-part one. Come back down to this swing low. Look for that 1618 area up there. We've already got it marked, I believe. $31.42, because if we are, on the greater scheme of things, making a bigger five-way pattern, taking this is to be in our 1Z and our 2Z, we're working on the 3Z that could take us up to 31.47. So you're wondering where's some good places to kind of unload a little bit on the people that want to buy those green candles. You know those people. Come on. You know them. I used to be one of them. I bet you used to be one of them. Some of you might still be one of them. When everything is down juicy and real cheap, it's just not worth buying, man. It's just not. It's like, ugh. Probably go down cheaper. Ooh. Was it the bottom of the barrel? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know about that. That's just, ugh. But when other people start liking it, people start checking out your woman. Hey, she is hot, ain't she? Yeah. People start wanting that coin, chain link, anything else. Oh, it starts looking at it starts moving. Oh, I need to be in that. I need to buy now. Those people are making money. It's a winning trade. I'm not in a winning trade. If I would bought now, I would be in a winning trade. Let's get into that winning trade. Now I'm in with the winners. I'm with the winners. I bought. And, you know, God darn it. You bought the top. Those winners sold on you. Like they're supposed to do. That's what makes them winners. Sad but true, man. That's why this game is played. Your goal is to be a better trader or a better investor than the other suckers out there. I'm gonna knock my camera off of here. That's all we gotta do. We just need something that gives us an edge. And I think I got a few edges. I'm kind of edgy. I guess, maybe. Middle edgy. Edgy middle. But I got a few tricks up my sleeve that just pull out here. And sometimes, just depending on what part of the market in, you might see something shift to some other kind of strategy or some other kind of, you know, they come out, the little tools in the toolbox come out when they're needed. But right now, these are the ones we need. And lately, I've been noticing that I've been using a lot more Elliott Wave lately. Go figure. Me and Elliott go way back. Yeah, we used to butt heads back in college. He was that annoying little guy in the dorm room. I don't know. We tried to hang out, but it just like, Elliot, just get on my dang nerves, man. I mean, make up your dang mind. Is it or is it not? Go with it. Well, it could be this, but it could be that, or it could just go sideways. And that's all I ever got out of Elliot most of the time. That's when I started hanging out with old Tom. Now, Tom has got a pretty solid strategy. He knows Elliot. Him and Elliot go way back. He has a better way of explaining Elliot so that, I kind of understand where Elliot's coming from a little bit better. But, Tom used to hang out with the patterns a lot, man. I mean, he dated them. He was a pattern whore is what I hear. He was a real pattern man. I mean, he took measurements, he took photos, he's the 8x10 glossy photos. He's got all the statistics on how they work. He just made a study of it all. Thomas Pekowski, thepatternSite.com. I can't help but plug it. It's free. Change your life with him or the website or his books. Diamond Hands. Invirtiendo dinero. Floki Safe Moon. Or is it a movie? Floki Safe Moon. She's been, man, just in an accumulation area here for the longest time. Having some good days or some good weeks and then having a few down ones and bad ones. But she's been holding this trend line very well, so I got to give her that. Now, started breaking here. That's a little sign of weakness. I mean, last time it came down to that trend line, it broke it too. So you keep that up. I gotta start doing something different. We don't want to do something different because that can mean that we could come back down here. Don't want to see that. Where are you, price level? That's at 1321. We are at 1768 right now. I am still waiting. I might as well get that for these other levels to be hit. But she's just been in a wild, long accumulation. Got a little trend line that might give us some resistance somewhere around 29.51, somewhere through there. But basically, we got to see it get above 3,500 before we start seeing any more upward action. Now, once we do that, I do have another measure move because the overall pattern that it's doing is pretty cool. It just takes it a long time to play out. Now we can go to the daily chart here. We may possibly be looking at a cup and handle here. Price coming up, forming the lip, coming back up, forming the other lip, and then handling out, but yet not dropping below our 618 area. It may be playing out that way. If it is, regardless of whether it is or not, once it comes back up to this area 3,500 and confirms that, we'll have a double bottom. So either scenario works. Gives us another measure move up to this area. So these are some of the major areas I'm seeing for it to hit in the future. And that's 69 or 67, 69. Now, all these numbers don't mean nothing, but maybe these percentages might pull this up. And I think it'll work now, right? Price range. So where we are, now there's a good chance we can come back down to 1321. I want to take a measurement from there up to 35. That's 153% gains. Going up to this other target we got would get us up to 305% gains. So I've got a little of this. They came around a while back. I guess right back when all this was going on, I was like, oh, that's too high to buy. But when she came down to the bottoms, well, that's when I like to come in. So I picked up some of this and been playing this. On Oxid, she's just still taking her time. There's another little things that she's working on here. You see this. Some people will see it as out. It's not really a head and shoulders, but it can still play out like a head and shoulders. So on a technical thing, it's not, but it still has that same effect to get us up here to this higher target. So a lot of things are spelling some confidence of saying that the higher targets are coming. It's just taking a little while. We got to be patient with it. And I guess it depends on whatever meme wants to do as far as marketing and reaching out in socials and things like that. And meme season, whenever Bitcoin gets really boring. But still got my little bag of that. Fifth state for airdrop. Exactly, Dave P. That's what I did with mine. That's the only reason. That's the thing that kept me from selling it. How to just my emotions get to me. I gotta say, now, Road Dog, you know you're getting in your feelings on this. You better chill out. You're gonna do something stupid. And a lot of the times it works, but not always. Sometimes the TRB's like, no, gosh, I had it long enough. I'm in profit. I'm taking my profit like everybody else. And actually, I forgot that I set a few extra trade profits on TRB and ended up selling my whole bag. I actually meant to hold on to about 25% of it. And she went from $23 to whatever, 200, whatever. And wherever it is now. Not the first time it's happened. It did on something else too. But then there's some that I caught. I got I and J. Oh, baby. Loved that one. Man, I saw on Twitter, somebody put out a list of some really good projects to get into, to focus on. I'm like, looking over that list, I'm like, man, those are some of the main ones we've been focusing on our channel for the longest time. There were maybe one or two that we talked about, but nothing that I got into. But I would say most of them, yeah, they're a majority of the hot coins I've been looking at. I think I reposted it on Twitter. If I get time, maybe I'll bring it up, but post it in the Telegram group or something, repost it over there. So Link is looking very juicy to me, and I know this one was like a $5 coin forever, just like dead, just wouldn't ever do anything until the point that it does. But we got new money coming in and going by the strongest reputations in the market on the fundamentals in crypto. Fundamentally, this is one of the strongest cryptos out there, so the big boys are wanting it. They will definitely, and they have definitely been in it. The smart ones got it when it was down here. And I really, really believe that they were, and they did a really good job of suppressing that price from $9 all the way down to $5, snapping it up for, look how long they kept it in accumulation. Look how long, man, from May of 22, October 23, good 18 months or so right there in accumulation, just driving it up, selling it, buying it cheaper, accumulating. And if you can learn anything, go back and look and learn from the whales. This is a prime example. This was a beautiful way to play that system, and they did. All these points up through here, and in the middle, they're always taking profits and then reaccumulating, and especially when they get the chances to drive prices down. So why cough accumulation? Here was your spring. But if you're new to crypto, if you've not been through the cycles before, you wouldn't know this. But then now that you're going through it, even if you're coming in now, you can still learn. And this has been my whole game plan, man. I'm accumulating during all these times, man, with the whales. Play with the whales and you will make the whale gains. Everybody else comes into crypto when things start coming up here at $25, you know, like for Chainlink example, when we hit $25 retail, I need to get me some Chainlink now. It could be going to 100. That's good money. And you know, if you accumulate into $5, it's like, hell yeah, it's good money. You need to get all you can right now, $25. Mm-hmm. All right, let's move on to Tao because she's still pumping up. Let's just check in on her. Not spend too much time with BitTensor because she's a rocking and rolling all night long. I told you. I don't want to be one of those I told you guys, but I was telling you. I was like, it's really highly, dudes, she's getting ready to do something for real. Dudes, I mean, for real, dude. It's an AB equals CD move, dude. She's headed up here. I put a video out on it, like, what was it? 573 or 345, because, I mean, she was looking bearish, too. She broke the trend line. She was looking like she's coming down cheap. I actually had a target down here, but I had to switch it up because I saw, oh my gosh, you're getting ready to rock and freaking roll, girl. She already hit one of her targets up. She's already hit a couple of her targets. 373 got hit. Tao. That. But you know, this is coming up to retap this other high. So that's the first target you look when you get a breakout like this. A good take profit point is when we get up to those higher, previous high areas. Pay yourself a little bit if you want. It's a good idea. Could double top making M. We covered that, but she didn't. She kept going to our other target. And that's where she's hanging out at, $354 area. It's going to be a level of resistance that she's got to work through. That's why we made it a target. But the bigger ones, the juicier ones, are right up here, 541, and gosh darn it, I think she's going to hit 573 right up in that area. Tau. Sick. And there's some bearish divergences starting to form there. Daily is looking tired. But the 5-day, the weekly, man, they all look good. So she may stumble with this area that we're at for a little bit on smaller time frames and things. Like it's come to the 4-hour. Yeah, it looks like she's getting a little tired and toppy out. Struggle through here. Maybe you can get a little bit of a pullback, but we're still headed up. Things are looking good for Towel. SDRD is Stride. If that's not on your radar, you might want to put it on your radar. You can find it over on Osmosis, Dex, and on CoinTrendz. Links in the description below, or it's in the chat. We did put that one in the chat. Stride is a liquidity place over on Cosmos Ecosystem. Doing some airdrops in right now. I don't know. Airdrops, the meaning of airdrop seems like it's getting blurred from what it was when I first came across the term. And now it just incorporates anything that equates to free money or something. But if you stake TIA, if you stake your TIA on Stride, they'll be giving out some airdrops. And I think some of it's immediate. It's almost like rewards. It's almost like instant rewards as soon as you do it. But you got a limited time, so I think they're in competition with Milky Way, trying to get some of that good old TIA liquidity over there. But they are going to be giving out a lot more airdrops. TIA just keeps, or Stride just keeps making higher highs and higher lows so far. That one is pretty wonderful. Now she may be getting ready to turn around on us a little bit. Some of the bearish divergence may be catching up with her. She may be getting ready to do an ABC correction here. No, Elliot, you're going to disagree with me on this? Really? All right. Well, play it your way. You're the professional. I just had a 1, 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5, just like you like to do them a lot of the time, Elliot. You don't let that 5 get up too higher, and then we could be looking on our ABC. But okay. If you want to say that we're bullish, this is a 4, and we're good into a 5 wave, I'm for you. That's even better than what I got. Matter of fact, I'll give that to you, Elliot, because Market Cypher's kind of agreeing with you. So, hey, man, I'll take the L on that, Elliot. Let's let you be right. Stochastic's going to the upside. Green dot or Market Cypher. Money flow is in the green, and even the VWAP, everything is pointing up. Everything is pointing up. It's like a bunch of Shriners at the strip show. Things are starting to point up. So where are you trying to go? Well, Elliot had it. Let's listen to Elliot. Elliot says that we could be heading up here to $5.03. I'm going to give that to you, Elliot. I like that. $6.50? Let's not get too excited, Elliot, but, well, technically, no, not on your 5. Come on, Elliot. Don't get too crazy. Let's stick with the pattern here. 5 could work, though. It falls within our parameters there. Elliot getting a little bit bullish on us on Stride here. I could see $5. I could. We're above the 9 moving average on the daily. Means when we're above the 9, everything is fine. Everything's fine. Hey, man. ASM. We got a request for it last night. Looked at it on Coinbase. Likewise, they're winning. She broke the upside of this. I don't know if that was before or after. I got a line drawn there. We got a line here too. I don't know. I think it hit our targets. I mean, most of the times the fibs don't lie, right? or the measure moves don't lie. They both are pretty good. So I think we did. I can't remember, honestly. Called that ahead of time, or it's gotta be. Anyway, she's showing up over here a lot. She's getting some attention. ASM's starting to get a lot of attention over here. So where were you? Yeah, right here on the weekly. So she's on my watch list for the yearly, because for the year it's up. And I guess I wasn't paying attention to this, but oh man, the name slipped my mind. I'm sorry. You're probably even in here right now. Asked for ASM, and we looked it up. And interesting project. Might want to put that one on your radar. It's a symbol protocol. Let me update this. It's up from yesterday, from 12 when we looked at it. Now it's up to 13 cents right now. And it would feel like you're buying the top, most definitely. She's up there high. She may be getting a pullback. Let's take a look at her. Oh, yeah, that's what this was. Okay. I'm looking for the yeah. Okay, gotcha. I had to remember what I was doing here. So a pullback to 11, maybe only 12 cents. Might be a good place. If this holds, man, this thing's getting ready. It's already started a parabolic move. She may be doing something much bigger. So just keep it on your radar. Looks like she's getting hot. And when you zoom out, man, I tell you. Let's zoom out. Let's make sure that we're not doing a toppy top. When in doubt, always zoom out. That is the rule. And I can't tell you how many times does that save my butt. You get drawn in on just a little section of chart or just a little section of time frame, and you can miss some stuff. So not quite up to our 618 yet. We are at the 0.5 area, so resistance there. Okay, so yeah, good chance we can come back there. I was just making sure we're not at a 618 area, because I would expect a definite pullout. So I think we can get up to at least 16 cents there. 16.3 cents on ASM before we start getting a more serious pullback back to levels or cheaper than we are right now during the pullback that would come after we reach that. But then up from there, man, 32 cents might be coming out of this little guy. And you catch it around 10 cents. Even, 2 months out, when it gets rejected and makes it back down there or something, that's a good place to buy it. So just a new one to kind of keep your eye out for. Another one that's really hot over there is Brawl. Blockchain Brawlers, which is the game. And I know they're hot. I'm trying to man, I keep thinking about all my Atari games and all those games that just ended up stacked up, not doing nothing. I mean, sure, they got played a little bit, but blockchain, I don't, it's a new, there's a lot of hype in it, and where there's a lot of hype, I look more skeptical. I think that's the best way that I can say this. So, I mean, I'll play them. I got some, because they're making money. It's a sector that's working, so I'm not going to knock it. I'm just always looking at it sideways, because it's a fleeting thing. It's $12 million market cap right here for Blockchain Ballers. Very cheap. Very cheap. 1 billion maximum supply there. She looks a little bit down. All-time high was 75 cents. That was 2 years ago. So we can expect maybe somewhere around there. Maybe she'll get up there. Maybe she'll only get halfway up there. Just consider, how many tokens have been dumped and all this other stuff since the all-time low was 8 months ago. So currently we're down 98% from all-time high of 75 cents because we're trading at just a little over a penny. Honey, if you can just go to 33 cents, I'm pretty happy with you with that kind of return. Okay, I see the appeal there, ballers. Let's see what Tokenmetrics says, if they say anything. Probably, I don't know, they don't even have anything. Blockchain ballers, brawlers. What's your in a baller? You run around there acting like you're a big old baller. You can't even spell it. Can't even spell it right. You put an R in there. You ain't an old baller when you say brothers. Then you want to fight. Nobody want a coin going fight unless they're doing karate coin. That's what I'm saying. Get your head right. Get your mind right. What you doing? Technical analysis. Trader grade 60%. That's not bad. 71%. Earn your analysis. This is on the trader point. I'm looking more for the investor because I would be holding this for a little minute trying to make a big money, big profit. Fundamental grade 64%. Okay, cool. Technology grade 64%. So we're just kind of like and I did minimum. Considering that she could do 75 cents before, let's take a look at you. Brawl. I think we visited the website before, right? The gaming coin. Brawlers! Master the cards, rule the ring, and become Brawlers legend! Visit our Discord or our game site. Create an account and log in. No thank you. They look like little Lego man. Like Lego superheroes. So, I don't know. Hey man. When it's hot, it's hot. That looks like a big hockey stick right there. You can see how frustrating that would be if you've been in this since 2022. Gosh darn it, if you were like, this looks like the greatest game ever, I think it can go to the moon. It's 35 cents now. You know it can do a 10x from here and go to $3.50. You rode it up there to 88 cents and then rode it all the way back down to negative pennies. That would suck, wouldn't it? Nice rounded shape there. We like the rounded bottoms. Because at some point, this roundedness, they flags out and then they do this stuff. We like this stuff. That's why we want to accumulate them. The rounded bottoms pay the bills, is what they've been told. It is the rounded ones that really give you the most satisfaction in life, if you kind of think about it. I'm just saying. Ichimoku Cloud looks just awesome. Expecting a pullback, baby. You got, jeez. Blockchain brawlers. I'm just going to pull from this fib to that high there, just for this big impulse wave. We're at the 618 now. That's why we're getting stuck up there. All right, but you're coming back down. So you can look at the 786, but I don't think it's going to hold. I think she's going to retest these lower areas back here. 0.007? 0.009. I think those are some good targets to try to get this little guy. So what I would be looking for, at least on the 5-day chart, we'll take a look at the smaller time frame, see what it says. Remember the bigger time frames rule? Plot it out on the bigger time frames. I want to mark that. Then go trade it on the smaller time frames, but this will give you the roadmap. And here we're on the daily, where we got a break of trend right there, meaning you're gonna come down. Oh my gosh, where would you possibly go to if you lost the 9 moving average, then fell down and lost the 21? Should that 9 cross negatively over, meaning to the downside of that 21, where could you possibly be looking to go to next? Hey, possibly right over here to where we saw before, because now our 50 moving average is coming there. And as weird as it is, where our Fibonacci was on the other one, our 100 moving average is coming in. We got some confluence for these two areas. That's what I'm rocking with. Be patient, get this guy, and then apparently she can take off. And if she goes, where should I sell? If I'm gonna, all right. Let's identify our accumulation areas. Oh, bada bang, baby. All right, well, here's a little extra tidbit. I'm gonna put this one in orange. there might be some kind of offset, weird possibility. It may not get below 0.0105. No, just throwing it out there. That just because this is our accumulation zone. If we see a bounce off of that for some weird reason, why did it stop there? Well, that's why, and that's important. And that means you need to be in if it bounces from there. If it goes below it, then we'll talk about that later. But now a bigger target. I'm doing this for myself, really. If I get into this, what am I going to do? Well, I'm not going to go all the way to the toppy top, I don't believe, to get my targets. We could. And I would just target the 618s. There is no guarantee it's going to make that same high. You don't have any tokens. I mean, we can go look, but I don't feel like doing it right now, do you? That's what research is for. You didn't come here expecting to get into all this stuff without doing your own research, did you? Did you? What kind of channel do you think this is? I ain't no financial advisor. This is Crypto Opinion. Think about it for a minute. What does it say about you if you're taking financial advice from a dude that wears funny faces on the internet? What does that say? Not a financial advisor. But I'll give you my crypto opinion. Because nobody else will talk about crypto to me. I gotta talk to somebody about it. Gosh, darn it, I'm gonna go crazy. And if I'm gonna talk about it, I might as well show what's really helped me change my life. 54 cents right up here would be an excellent little target, but you know, I don't want to get too greedy. That's the hopium if, you know, say, I don't know, coins being out, what the demand will be, but that's saying that's the little magical Fibonacci area that price should go to just to kind of make things balance out in the universe and make everybody smile and happy. The universe should just take us right over there. Just let us flow right into 54 cents and then just slap us down on the ground as hard as it can. Now there's also another little happy little spot. Somewhere around 26 cents. That I think would be another groovy little place to take profit on that. So be in on this. That's what I've been looking for. I'm on the daily time frame here. Do I have any more cheat areas I can get into? I think that was it. I'm just looking for the last highs that we had and then pulling the Fibonacci. So this one right here was a main one because we just went straight down from there. So that swing high to the swing low. And then we go by the sacred ratios. The sacred geometry has been handed down through the millennium, kept only by the sages, and applied mathematically to our charts in the form of Fibonacci, giving us that magic little edge on the rest of the world to also use this Fibonacci. Ignore me. So there's this new layer 1 out there called Zeta. You've probably been getting lots of FOMO, lots of hype about it. I know very little about it. I just saw it mentioned the night, but it is doing something. We got to look at it. That's all we do. Nice little run. Now it's supposed to be a layer 1. Let's check out the. Clearly, I am not looking at the website that's announcing, "Hey man, we're going to be launching next week." Somehow I'm not keeping up with that. So Zeta Chain, $1.63 right now. That's up 140%. $385 million market cap. Already. Maximum supply is 2.1 billion. Circulating supply is only 236 million. There's 10 times as many coins that can come raining down on your head between now and then. Are you proof of work? Are you proof of stake? You're on Ethereum's BNB Smart Chain. You are proof of stake, my friend, meaning somebody holds those coins. What's up with you? How are you? What? Oh my gosh. Is this CoinGecko actually telling me what a coin is? What? Did you get my Karen complaints or something? You're actually going to tell me what it is? Oh my gosh. Zeta Chain is a novel layer 1. It's a brand new one. It's totally different. That has chain agnostic interoperability built in, EVM compatible Cosmos IBC. Oh, okay, might see something on the Cosmos side. Bitcoin, Dogecoin, Tron, unless it's a rug pull. Developers currently use Zeta Chain's messaging capabilities to send data and native value without wrapping assets between any chains. Interesting. Zeta Chain will also support native contracts, which lets developers build omni-chain dApps that orchestrate funds across chains in a form of single contract. That sounds amazing to me. Satoshi VM also sounds amazing to me, but I'm still trying to figure out if I got rugged on that one or not, okay? I don't think I have, but I'm not quite convinced. So, I'm working on a plan. So Zeta Chain fast, simple, and secure omnichain. That's some big boy pants to fill in what they're trying to do. So if they can do it, so in a situation like this, man, I gotta go to GitHub. I got to get some GitHubs. You guys to tell me something. You tell me you've been working on this for a while. What's up with you? Blah, blah, blah. Updated 3 hours ago, 5 hours ago, 5 hours, 16 hours ago. Last week, updated last week. View all repositories. What you been having going for? Did you just come together last week, 3 weeks ago, and figure out how to do this miraculous feat? Did it just come to you in a dream? What happened? Zeta examples, June 8th, 2022. Okay, that shows a little bit of forethought. June 5th, 2023. That shows a little bit of procrastination, doesn't it? What's up with that? I don't know. Hey, man. All right, DevNet. Cool. October 16th, 2023. Yours is pretty much kind of, Caution, caution. Just careful. Just be careful. Let's go check it out on, who's that guy? Do you guys want to do the hustle? I feel like doing the hustle right now. I don't know why. I feel like putting on some gold chains, baby, and just getting out and doing the boogie. The boogie woogie. They are bearish. Are they bearish? Zeta Coin. What kind of tech you got, baby? What do they say about you over here? Not a gosh darn thing. You know, that kind of surprise. If Tokenmetrics is not on it, then, you know, I'm starting to feel that way. If they're not in on it, then I really have to start wondering. Because they're pretty good about finding things pretty early. They count, you know. So I don't know. I'm mixed about this, but all we can go by is the chart. That's a big responsibility right there, to be able to take your assets from another chain without wrapping them and communicating that across. So unless we're using some new technologies like maybe TIA and Pyth, which I don't remember seeing mentioned on their chain. Who are you using? Who's helping you out with this? Nobody? How do you work? You can think of Zeta Chain as not only a layer 1 blockchain, but also a functional layer that connects all other blockchains. What goes on behind the scenes? Nodes are nodes. Observe events. For example, sending a payment on external changes. They reach a consensus on them and they sign off to any connected chain. Man, I hate to be devil. No, you got to be devil's advocate on this and say, yeah, what securities? Yeah, the next question, how secure is your chain? The chain uses a simpler and more robust trust model. We handshake. We give you a promise. It's an IOU. Where only our network is trusted to deliver data value versus a third party. On our decentralized proof of stake network, no single node has knowledge of any private key. Zeta Chain can sign and hold assets natively, and funds at rest are never at risk. Never. Since we use Zeta as an intermediary token in the process of sending assets, attack surface is minimized, drastically reducing security risk security risk for users. Well, that just solves everything, doesn't it? Oh, gosh darn it. Why didn't we think about that before? I'm not trying to be facetious, but I don't know. Here's your partners. Okay, who you got? Who you got? Block Scout, Galaxy, Zealot, Cowborn, Sushi, OKX, Pith. Okay, no, it might be. Okay. I'm feeling a little bit better if Pith is actually involved. Maybe. Okay. What we've got to be aware of at this point in the market is that, yeah, we're going to see lots of new coins pop up all of a sudden. And they are going to be the greatest, latest thing. And you're like, how the hell? Where did you come from? And sometimes there's little trickles and things like that you might hear about, but you just see them pop up. And, well, you know, the other things that pop up like that and promise all these revolutionary things are called rug pulls, and they just have a great way of just taking your money from you. And they're no fun. I've been in one of those before. That was horrible. I don't want to be in another one, and I might be in one. I don't know. So, verified, don't trust is the rule, and it's an easy one to break in here because, you know, sometimes, well, they got a good website. It looks good. Well, I think it's all right. I mean, you know, sometimes we don't do the due diligence that we really actually should for the money we put out there on some of these things. I mean, there's a difference. I don't know. Meet David. David made his fortune investing into into semiconductors. This is Bob. He made his fortune. I made it with cock in you. I don't. One of these guys is more likely to hold on to that wealth than the other. I'm just saying. But one may make a crap ton lot more. Who knows? I'm just talking out my butt. All right, so Zeta, she looked like she wants to do something. Still looks good right now. Could be a double top here. Definitely has some bearish divergence that says, yeah, I'm going to take you down. Bye. You didn't say that out loud, did you? Didn't say that out loud. Don't upset the commies. So we're bouncing off of this, or we're finding support on this 236 area from the swing low to swing high Fibonacci. Now, just as when we do it the other way, where that's accumulation, well, this could be a sign of distribution. Meaning, hey man, we're going to drive this price down to that 236 and we're going to let it bounce up, just play with their heads a little bit. And then we're going to knock it back down there again a few times. We're going to take all their money and then we're going to blast it down there to that 0.5 at 618 area. You know what we always do. Don't act like you don't. So we could be seeing that, or we could be bouncing off this, man. Now you're going to bounce off a 236 area like that. Well, you're just going to high heaven from there. So we want that. If this area can hold, that's good. $1.65. Losing this area, man, starting to drop below 155, making a lower low through there, get back in this pattern. Man, you might need to see 93 cents out of this, to be honest with you. And depends on what might actually get us back down there. What if? Let's scare you for a minute. What if you came in here, did this, a retest of that, and then you made this even bigger pattern? If there's a rug pull, I would suggest that it would look something like this. It would take us all the way back down to about 19 cents. I'm not trying to be too negative, but that's a scenario that you could be looking at. I'm just saying. If we don't hold this area about 165, it needs to hold, y'all. If you win it, you need to pray to Jesus that holds. Because if you're breaking this pattern, man, you're going to see some downside. TPY, toilet paper, yes. Oh, no, it's through penny? Through penny. Why would... All right. What happened to you? Man, this happened to something else. Oh, YFII did this today. All right, so you were What happened to you? What? So parabolic move, and then usually it's down and sideways. This one's just down. Wow. I don't even know what this is, but it was on the bubbles. It looked like it was up for a lot for the year. TPY. Toilet paper, yes. Please. Through penny is what it means. 86 cents, man. I thought it was doing good, but it's not. All-time high was $3.12. That was 18 days ago. Now it's 72% down. What happened to you, man? Is you a rug pull? Did somebody get scared? Did you get exploited? Through penny, embracing the power of blockchain. Aren't they all? I would be disappointed if you did not embrace the power of blockchain. I would be very skeptical if you did not. Through penny is a new DeFi ecosystem. I kind of figured that since I haven't really heard of you. With a smart investment system, I hope that it is, and inbuilt derivatives, decentralized exchange. You want to play that naughty money, huh? On platform that is set to transform the current DeFi space. Oh, I bet you are. So DeFi is transy. Going to transit the DeFi gone woke. Highly volatile interest rates as high as 15%. Highly volatile crypto prices leading to unexpected. All this, yeah. Well, we're not sticking there. You clearly, the market has spoken today. Is it a good time to get in on this one? Man, I don't know. Could be. If there's actually anything to that, if you've done your homework and everything, she's definitely at bottom territory to jump in. It's kind of the times that you'd want to. If there's something there, make sure there's no bad stuff going on. She's risky, but depends on what kind of risk taker you are. I ain't doing it. It does appeal to a slight degen side of me, but there's also some other things like, I think something happened. I don't wanna. RLB, Roblox, Robit. Roll on dog is. Its own Polonia X, its own Pith, and Uniswap. I figured they were on exchanges by now. Are you not? All right. And might I take a moment just to go through all this noisiness on my chart and just point out that, there was a trade setup back here that, this price is, eventually got hit. There you go. Boom. I don't know. And now she's come down and found some support here, a higher low. Very promising. Are we doing an AB equals CD move? Are we? What you doing here? We got a little bit of that going on. We got some of this guy going on. A little sprinkle of this. That's actually kind of relevant right there. That's actually it right there. If what I did confused you, this is just my own little take. This is something that I do. And that's while we start out trend line, everybody should do that. That's where we started. It broke it and then retested it up here. So that's a valid trend line. But then she started doing some other crazy stuff, right? So I'd like to do something in order of operations, and I'll go up to our next area, flash it around to our next lower low, and then that's where I get this one, and it identifies that we've got a support resistance, horizontal support resistance areas. Call it like an order of operations, like in algebra. And if it kept going down and this and that, I could go up to this, from here, I'd go to this next one. And then match that up with whatever low I got. And identify whatever channel we got going on there. See that one? Isn't that cool? I tried to copy it. Copy it. Look, see? Well, you moved it, didn't you? The little tricks. The little tricks I use. All right, so I'm looking for resistance up here at this area because we got a 100 moving average and a trend line that's just like blocking our way. You're not getting by. You're not getting by. Come on. Playing point guard or something up there, man. I don't know. I don't think we can get around him. So it's a chance of getting rejected up there and then coming lower. So we got to be real with that. Checking up on this trend line for right now. It's not letting me copy it because I'm hitting the wrong buttons, because I'm good at hitting the wrong buttons. I'm not in the right spot. Click it again. Didn't copy. Road dog back to start yelling at you. I'll stop the music and give you a good talking to. Man, you got to pull a Hail Mary. I'm not seeing the Hail Mary coming. I mean, prove me wrong. Going up through a red cloud, that's kind of weird. I mean, not really. That's actually what you're supposed to do, is go through a red one. All right, so we got to see her do something like extremely bullish, like come up here and do something like that. It's 8, yeah. But this is what should happen. She should get rejected there. There is some bearish divergence there. At least up to this area. Okay, Robo looks a little bit boring, a little bit down. Doesn't look like she's getting ready to just make us a bunch of money. So, but Link and Pyth look very interesting to me. Go here and check out the chat. Make sure I hadn't missed anything. AP says Zeta. AP says I'm not 100 on it yet. Yeah, I've got to fill that one out. I mean, it could be great, but you know, there's going to be a lot of them that start to come out that seem really great that really aren't. And some of them they'll have a lot more hype than. Oh man, how can you? Even the good ones that come out right now, they're going to hype them to all get out. Kind of like GRT, like the Graft. When it came out, man, that had so much hype, and ICP had so much hype behind it. And it just, there's so much hype and everybody FOMOing into it that it's just not. If you get into that time, it usually doesn't pan out too well. But yeah. I can't even show GRT over here. I can't give an example. But that's just something to be cautious of. It's good to give them a little bit of time. And I should have listened to that. I knew better when I started going into Satoshi VM. I got a little heavier than what I meant to in it. Not terrible though. I'm not that stupid. But enough where I'm like, gosh darn it. Hey, since we're on the Graft, she's looking kind of interesting. Maybe a 290 right there. Let me see what she's got going on here. What you doing, GRT? I'm on the market cap. That's not even it. Come on, Graft. Let's get the coin. How are you looking? Buy the retest of the breakout. Okay, looks like we've done this one before. Buy the break. Okay, yeah, all right. So here we are on the actual GRT graph chart. So basically, I think this is our accumulation. I think I charted this before I ever started making sure they were all red. Let me double check. Slap-a-da. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Change that little guy to a red. All right, so we're still in accumulation for graph. Technically, got 2 rejections up here, so we're still zoning out, man. Good chance that let me move this little guy. We can still get these areas that we were in. Let me put it back where it was. But now we got this little trend line that we can come into play. Also gives another target at the bottom of that trend line. You might see 9 or 10 cents out of graph. What is it, about 10? That's a possibility. However, it may just retest this 200 moving average, and that'd be a sign of strength right there. So anywhere through here, man, if you're into this coin, anywhere below 23 cents is technically your accumulation zone. if you wanted to nail it from the swing high to swing low, get that accumulation zone, then yes, anywhere under 11.4 cents would be your accumulation target area. Let's go ahead and let's just put it down there. Let's move it, yeah. That's that song gonna make you sound crazy. Lost the chat. Chat, baby, come back. I saw that. I didn't mean it. One day I'll learn the huddle. Well, guys, it's 12:26. We've been on here for about, gosh darn it, an hour and a half. One of these days I'll get it toned down to an hour. Not today, though. But I appreciate you for being here. Over the coins that we looked at, Link Pyth, or Pith. Of course, Tau has been strong, and Stride. All those look very interesting to me. Link and Pyth especially, or Pith, look like they might be up to something. Keep your eyes on that, because it looks like they might be up to something juicy and big. I will see you guys again tomorrow night, and we'll kind of fill out this market on Friday. I expect them to kind of take Bitcoin on for a little joyride tomorrow and start dumping us. I don't know. They may get us excited on a Friday. Where is it, you old Bitcoin? Your old Bitcoin devil, you. But I got my eye on them. But wherever they take prices up to, it's going to be hard for it to sustain over the weekend. And that's what's giving me some doubts that we're actually going to break into that pattern and be able to maintain it. Therefore, leading to an even stronger possibility that, yeah, we may actually have a little bit more downside before we bounce back to the upside. But in the bigger picture of things, I'm not so concerned. I do expect overall pullback sometime in February and then onto the upside. So just trade it carefully, watch them. They'll try to fool us tomorrow. Good night, everybody. I will see you tomorrow night. Where's that button? Gosh darn it. You're so smooth. Yeah, baby, you're so smooth at transitioning these screens. Nobody even noticed that you messed it up. They're all amazed. How smooth. There's no sound. There's no sound. Why is there no sound?
Come on, come here, boy.
It's cause you're so smooth, Road Dog. You got it. You got game, boy.
Freaky dog.
You show has done there, baby. Ooh, you be pro.
I don't need to analyze.
Good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out.
Make you look like you're so ice. You won't make it to the finish line. Now if you gotta know the truth, was gonna let you go. You was fine, never mind, unpredictable. Fade eye off the ground, you ain't no one. You a star, blow it up like supernova. In the nighttime, hit my hotline. Sharing secrets, you wish really was part your life. Basic bullets, with no bullets. Does your wifey know you're begging for my notice? Promise you're the same, running for the meds. Show you like my vibe, that's my cat.
It's just down and to your left.
And you tap with your right.
Look over to the side.
Where you can join and subscribe. This crypto rival, the ring that drives you out. Let's hit the like button now.